What's going on, my exotic family? It's your boy Dre. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody out there had a happy Thanksgiving and got to eat some good food with their families. I know I did, and I'm actually still full, but videos can't stop, so we're back to it. Today's video, we got an interesting one. We're going to be talking reptile enclosures, another somewhat controversial topic in the reptile community. But basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is break it down into a good, better, best kind of grouping, and we're going to go from there. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. But first, intro. Alright everybody, so I'm actually editing this video and I made the biggest mistake that any YouTuber could make. I actually recorded the entire video without my external mic. I had the mic on, but I didn't plug it into my camera, so if the audio isn't that great, I do apologize. But from what I'm hearing, since I'm editing, you can still hear it. I'm very disappointed though, because I like my audio to be on point. That's the whole point of buying an external mic, but that's a boo-boo on my end, so just want to throw that in there before we start the video. Alright everybody, so welcome back to the video. Got my carpet python out tonight. This is my carpet python Khalifa. As you guys all know, she's going to be our guest in today's video, I guess you could say. Alright, calm down, a little hype tonight. Alright, so hope you guys like the new hairdo I'm sporting today. I'm going to switch it up a little bit for you guys. And got the glasses back on, so we're going to get real educational today. The first enclosure I'd like to start off with, which is very popular, is a reptile game, which is probably the most popular reptile enclosure period, which is going to be the glass tank. Glass tank, it is very easy, it's available, it's versatile, and a lot of snakes and reptiles in general do very good as babies starting off in these types of enclosures, and they get the job done ultimately, which is what people look for. So that's the glass tank. Things I like about them is, depending on what size we're talking about, I mean, you can find them pretty much anywhere. A lot of your local pet stores will have just kind of like, I know here they do like Petco, they do like $1 a gallon sales, or Pet Supply Plus, or anything like that. They'll do sales where basically you can get the tank cheaper than retail price for the most part. You get it on a very cheap sale. And it's screen lid, so that's something that I don't like about it, but we'll get to that later. Next we have your tubs. I'm not gonna necessarily say snake racks, because some people actually go to Walmart or whatever store and actually go get the huge Christmas tree storage tubs, and they'll store snakes in there. And it works great for those guys. Those are actually very convenient. If you drill your holes on the side, they become stackable. You can get them with locking lids, and ultimately you have a lot of space. It's very popular in the blood python community that I see a lot of people use those, and blood pythons love them because they like tight, dark spaces. They're not huge climbers. They're very terrestrial, and ultimately they just want to be just kind of in a very tight area. You can find them pretty much just about any store, maybe a superstore or anything like that. Walmart, Target, Big Lots, Home Depot, whatever. You can find these guys, especially right after Christmas, after everyone puts their Christmas trees back. They usually go on sale, and you can get them fairly cheap. Right now they're hella expensive, so probably not the best time to go and get one of these. And then finally, we have your PVC enclosure or custom enclosure, whether it's PVC, melamine, wood, pine, whatever. That's gonna be the last choice. So glass is gonna be better, or glass is gonna be good. Tub is gonna be better, and we're gonna go with custom enclosures as best. And I will explain why. So like I said, glass enclosures you can find just about anywhere, any pet store. Now, they come with a few setbacks. Setback number one is, like I stated before, they come with, oh sorry, something's in my eye. They come with screen tops. Now, when it comes to snakes like Khalifa here, Morellia spilota, they require somewhat of a higher humidity, and she's actually in a glass enclosure right now. So what I actually have to do is I had to make a few modifications. That way I get whole sheds from her, which is not a problem. However, the glass enclosure is not her forever home. Obviously, she's not full grown, and they are arboreal, so I'll definitely want something more suitable for her for when she gets a little bigger. Now, like I said, they come with screen tops, so it sucks at holding in humidity, and not to mention the glass is not very great at holding in humidity. Another setback with glass enclosures is it's glass. You can see through it from all sides. So if you bring home a new snake, it may or may not feel completely secure in a glass enclosure. They also can be hard to heat. Going back to the screen top, they don't retain heat very well. Yes, you may get a great basking spot. However, your gradient or your ambient temperature in the enclosure will not be great. So that's something you definitely want to look out for. But like I said, if you're starting off and you have a corn snake or ball python or something like that, they tend to do fine in a 10-gallon tank, let's say. But I feel as the snake gets bigger, you should definitely upgrade their enclosure and get better supplies. So let's talk about these plastic tubs, these Christmas tree tubs. This is the better option, so it's going to be better than the glass enclosures, but not the complete best option. They're great for, if you have bigger snakes and you want to put them, somewhere other than a glass tank, but they're not great for housing huge snakes. Glass tanks and tubs, no matter how big a tub you get, there is no tub or glass tank that is going to house a Burmese python or a reticulated python or anything like that, unless you have some type of custom glass enclosure like the Reptarium. That's different, but I'm talking tanks, fish tanks, whatever that you can get, aquariums that you can get from just your local fish store. But with these totes, they're not great for housing large snakes. Me, I have a Burmese python, so I cannot completely house my Burmese python full grown in a tub. So it's great if you are wanting to do something for the time being. They are great for holding in humidity, and like I said, if you drill holes in the sides, then you can stack them. Now, another setback with these guys is for some people, they are not aesthetically pleasing. Tubs usually have kind of like a frosted look to them, so you can't clearly see through them. You have to open the lid, which that usually disturbs the snake. And like I said, they only come in particular sizes, so if you have snakes that get completely large, 15 plus feet, even 10 plus feet, it's not going to work with these tubs. Now, moving on to custom enclosures, which is going to be the best option. Like I said, this video is in my opinion. Custom enclosures is what I would actually like to get all of my reptiles in eventually. I have some that are in custom enclosures, but they're not really how I want them. So as you guys know, when I move, I plan to upgrade pretty much all of my snakes. I have 13 right now. So custom enclosures are going to be the best because they're custom. You can get them made to fit what you need, or you can build them. But you can literally mix and match and put in the things that you want or don't want to better benefit the snake. If you have an 8-foot snake, you can get an enclosure to house that snake. So not only can you seal it, but the good thing about custom enclosures, whether you make it or you get it made by someone else, they hold in humidity a heck of a lot better. Like I said, you can actually, if you're getting it made custom, if you have a snake that's arboreal, you can have that enclosure where the snake can climb. It gives the snake cover because generally speaking, only the front panel is glass for you to see. The rest of the sides are going to be either black, white, or whatever color it is, whether it's wood, pine, PVC, or melamine. So it's going to definitely give the snake cover. Now, although custom enclosures are the best option in my opinion, there are a few setbacks with them as well. If you are housing bigger animals, these guys are going to take up more room and they're going to be heavier. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Obviously, most people who are keeping these big reptiles and they're getting these custom enclosures or building these custom enclosures, they already know that. But this is for the people that are just getting into reptiles. As you know, this is an educational reptile YouTube channel. So I'd like to keep it as honest as possible. But so just like my big boa here, he is in a 5x2x2. His enclosure, actually, the sucky part about it, I didn't build it, I got it from someone. It opens from the top, so I can't stack anything. So that's the sucky thing about, yes, that's something I should have mentioned. That's also the sucky thing about most glass tanks and tubs. Most but not all glass tanks open from the top, from the spring lid. You do have some of your front opening enclosures, but like I said, most of them open from the top, as well as the tubs. They have locking lists that open from the top, so if you have a new snake and you're going in to grab it, they may be a little defensive because you're reaching from the top, which is where most predators will come from. But back to the custom enclosures. So they will take up a lot of room, and they can be bulky, and they can be very heavy depending on what material you are using. Now personally, I think these guys are the best options because it's going to give your snake the best chance of living that natural life if it's done correctly. Because you can decorate it, you can really deck it out and actually make it look really nice. And there are some very cool enclosures out there that I've seen where people have made custom and their animals are thriving very well. Now, I'm not saying if you choose the other two options that your reptiles are going to die or that those options are horrible. However, in the reptile hobby, the goal is to better ourselves as reptile keepers. Me personally, none of my reptiles are in their forever homes. Everyone is just in kind of like a for now stage or an in-between stage until I can get them to where I want to be. Everyone is in a proper setup. Everyone is, content. They're growing, as you can see. Everyone's eating. Everyone's shedding. But like I said, this video is just from my point of view. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always gonna pick custom or PVC over anything. I like tubs over tanks for starting off reptiles because I feel like tubs are better at establishing new animals. You can hold in the humidity and you don't have to worry about any heat escaping or anything like that, but it's also going to help the snake feel secure. But once again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment. I'm always down to talk with you guys. I appreciate the love you guys have been showing me on the channel. That is much appreciated. So if you do like this video and you like the content that I've been dropping, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Every week, Monday and Thursdays, 11 a.m. I know today's Saturday. I've just been dropping extra videos for you guys because I've been having a little free time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram at DWExotics, where I post daily updates of my animals. And if you have any questions or need help or anything like that, my DMs are always open. Hope you guys stay clean, stay healthy, stay exotic.